Hey everybody, it's Eat the Geek and I'm back. I was gonna say back, but I'm not playing Pokemon Insurgents anymore. I'm on Pokemon Showdown here, where I'm gonna go over a VGC team that I've been using for almost a week now, and I've been meaning to make a video for a while and show them off a bit, because I really like this team. It plays just like how I like to play with them, and it's got Pokemon that I love, honestly. I like all these Pokemon, and it's just a great team. I've been doing so well with it that I'm just focusing on making it better, because it's not complete yet. I don't know what are the best items, EVs, and I think the moveset is pretty much almost solid and complete, but there's still some Pokemon like Lando T, which I'm still debating how I'm going to use him and stuff, but I'm just getting into this team, and as we go, you'll see what I mean. So, our first Pokemon here is Kingdra. Now, I don't know why Kingdra's first, because we actually built this team around Mega Venusaur originally, and I want to say that this Mega Venusaur team was, had a Suicune and didn't have a Talonflame. I believe it, I don't want to say, not a Heatran, had another fire type, I don't remember what. Some fire type. Rotom Heat. It had a Rotom Heat. It was a defensive Rotom Heat. And Suicune. So it was obviously a lot bulkier team originally. But I didn't really like Suicune and Rotom Heat. Or actually, I really did like them. But I wanted to try out this Kingdra Talonflame. And it just worked out so much better for me. I don't know. I'm more of an offensive player. And yeah, so it just worked better for me that way. But basically, I'm just going to quickly go over this Venusaur. It's pretty standard. It's the Mega Venusaur. And the reason why I love Mega Venusaur so much is it only has two weaknesses. Psychic and Flying. Both which are actually very uncommon. The only thing I have to be careful about are Gallades, Gardevoirs, and Medichams, which are all Megas that can easily beat me. But not quite. I just before this video went against a Mega Medicham team. I set up a Leech Seed, it Zen Headbutted me, it didn't kill me, I protect, I'm getting some health back, and then I had a Bisharp next to my Venusaur, and I Sucker Punched it constantly, and I defeated the Medicham, and it can only target one Pokemon at a time, and Venusaur's just, look at these stats here. He's got max EVs into HP, and a nice defense here with Bold Nature, a good enough special attack so his Sludge Bombs can still pick up 2 to 3 hit KOs on things it needs to be, and his Giga Drains can still wreck water types, and he can still get health back from his Giga Drain, which is enough. If I did 0 and then just invested in more defense, I don't think it would be worth it, because right now his defense is at a point where I can live a Mega Medicham Zen Headbutt. I don't know about a Mega Metagross Zen Headbutt. I actually should probably calc that, although I feel like I've gone against a Mega Metagross team before, and I don't know if I've been one-shotted by it before, and I can live Talonflame Brave Birds, and basically this defense allows me to not be one-shot by pretty much anything, and again, with only 2 weaknesses, it's really easy to build a team around Venusaur, because he only has 2 weaknesses, and also, he's a Grass Poison type, which is a great typing, I think, because it's so hard to get that grass, fire, water core. It's really easy to get the fire, water part, but the grass part's really tough unless you want to go with Breloom or Virizion or a Moongus, but that's less offensive, and then Venusaur's a nice middle, and his special defense is just enough to live some specially defensive attacks. Basically, you're going to have to hit this thing a lot to kill it, and most of the time I end the battle with just Venusaur, and he can clean up matches pretty well, and I have 4 extra in speed just to have extra. Standard moveset here: Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Leech Seed, Protect. If you can get Leech Seed on both of your opponent's Pokemon, all you have to do is switch off between like Protect and Giga Drain, and sometimes if they don't have a super effective move, they can't beat you, and even if they have a Fire or Ice type move, that's resisted by Thick Fat when you Mega Evolve. Right now it's Chlorophyll, but when he Mega Evolves it becomes Thick Fat, and it's great. I love Venusaur. It's probably one of my favorite Megas right now, and originally it was Salamence, but Venusaur's bulk is just really nice. Now, the next Pokemon we have here is Kingdra, and I didn't originally have Kingdra on this team. It was originally Suicune, because I thought Suicune was a great pair to Venusaur, simply because this team is quite good under Tailwind. But then I chose Talonflame for the Tailwind user, but we'll get into Talonflame later. Basically, Kingdra. these stats, 150 speed, it can outspeed quite a lot, which is very useful, but not everything. There's still quite a lot out there that does outspeed it, but under Tailwind, Kingdra is a monster, especially if you can get a focus energy up, which is really easy to do, because again, I went into that mindset of Venusaur has 2 weaknesses, Flying, Psychic. Kingdra also only has 2 weaknesses with its great Water Dragon typing. Its only weaknesses are Fairy and Dragon, and it counters its own Dragon weakness with the Draco Meteor, and if it's under the Tailwind, it's going to outspeed any Dragon, and its Draco Meteor, especially if it's got its focus energy set up, this thing is a complete monster. If I can get this thing, Tailwind plus focus energy, it sweeps teams in a double battle, which is insane, because I see, okay, he's got a Sylveon, let me deal with that, and then this thing will sweep the rest of his team. And yeah, and I have the Fairy weakness covered as well with Bisharp and Venusaur both being able to cover that. That's why Venusaur and Kingdra are a great combo, because Venusaur, I said, was weak to Flying and Psychic, right? And so Flying types, mostly what I'm scared about is that choice banded Talonflame possibly, but guess what? Kingdra can just Scald and Venusaur can Protect on that turn, and that Talonflame's not a threat anymore. And then these two are just really great together. I love Kingdra. It's probably one of my top favorite Pokemon. It's got this Scope Lens Sniper, right? Sniper increases its critical hit damage, and so it just focus energy plus Scope Lens guarantees a crit, and you can spam Draco Meteor because your stat changes don't matter. It's so good. I love it. Next Pokemon we have here is Terrakion, and this is pretty standard, although I did, rather than going with like a Lum or whatever else people like to put on Terrakions, I put a Focus Sash because I didn't feel the need to put it on my Talonflame, which I'm going to go into later why I didn't. And this is really nice because I can beat other Terrakions with this, and there's many things out there which people put on their teams, because it's like, oh, I can one-shot a Terrakion with this. And so like, let's say Kangaskhan, right? Oh, that's a bad example because Mega Kangaskhan hits twice, sadly, so if it low kicks me, I'm dead anyways. And I outspeed it so I can get my close combat off. But like, now I'm having trouble thinking of an example. Another Terrakion, fine. I'll just keep going with that. Another Terrakion example. Basically, it uses close combat on me. I use close combat on it. Now, maybe I win the speed tie and I knock it out right away. Great. But what if I lose that speed tie? Well, I have a Focus Sash, so I don't have to worry. Now, if they're Focus Sash as well, that's good for them. They're just doing the same thing as me. But my Pokemon that's next to me, if I feel the need, I could just double target into that Terrakion if I know it's Focus Sashed. So I just think Focus Sash on Terrakion is really good. And yeah, and I've got Quick Guard here to protect from Fake Out, and also those priority Brave Birds from Talonflame into Venusaur. Terrakion can easily just block that with a Quick Guard. I mean, Quick Guard is just, it's so useful. This team they really do work well together. I really like this team. And then Close Combat, right, just a very powerful fighting type move to deal with things like Bisharp, Kangaskhan, and many other things that are weak to fighting type moves. Those are just the two like most common ones in the meta right now. And then Protect, because also I forgot, yeah, I went over this. Did I go over this? Focus Energy, Draco Meteor, Scald, Protect, right? 2 stab moves, very powerful. I mostly use Draco Meteor, Scald if it's super effective, and they're both very good. Or if Draco Meteor is resisted by something, I'll just use Scald instead. And under crit, these both do insane damage. Stab, crit, sniper, it's insane. And then Protect, I really see how I have Protect on all of these. I think Protect is a great move to have in VGC, especially when you have my team. How it works is if Talonflame sets up Tailwind and you Protect, or Venusaur is using Leech Seed, and then the next turn everyone's protecting and Venusaur's just gaining some HP back and stuff. It's really nice. It's stally, but it's super offensive at the same time. It's really weird how it works. I'll show you guys. I really like it. And of course Rock Slide, because Terrakion, right? Close Combat Rock Slider, it's stab moves, and I didn't have the need to give it anything else, such as like Iron Head or Zen Headbutt or whatever else it gets. Although that's really interesting. It can learn Zen Headbutt, can it? I think it can. Yeah, it's gonna stand. So Zen Headbutt might be potentially a useful thing if I find that No, I was gonna say other Venusaurs, but honestly I have Talonflame, so I'm not too worried. But it's useful always to have Psychic, because Psychic is a very uncommon typing to have and it's super effective against a lot in this meta. Anyways, let's keep moving on. Terrakion, it's a standard 4, 252, 252, right? 4 in HP to make sure it has that odd EV, and 252 in attack, and 252 jolly nature. Just so it can outspeed things. It outspeeds Mega King. It will outspeed Terrakions that are not max speed, and that 176 speed really allows it to just outspeed pretty much everything. And of course 252 attacks. I just really want to get damage out with this thing, and it's got natural bulk where it can live attacks that aren't too good against it, right? But if it's hit by a super effective attack, even with bulk, it's honestly not worth it. I think it's 4 252 252 sets really good, especially if you're a Sash Pokemon anyways. You don't even want bulk, it's useless to you. Next Pokemon is Talonflame. Now this is an interesting one. The item I'm still iffy on. I have safety goggles for now because it's just something that I've seen people use before and it can be useful, especially because it stops Amoonguss Rage Powders. Like, of course this thing can take out an Amoonguss, so it doesn't really care, but let's say I want a Will-O-Wisp, a Kangaskhan that's next to a Amoonguss, or a Salamence that's next to an Amoonguss. Well, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp, and I don't want it to be diverted. And it's just useful not to take residual damage, I guess, from like sand teams or whatnot, but this thing's kind of useless against those. It's got Brave Bird. That priority under Gale Wings is just very powerful. Great move, Brave Bird. And Overheat. The reason why I chose Overheat over Flare Blitz is really interesting. As you can see, I do not have a special attacking hindering nature, and also if Talonflame gets intimidated, I don't have to worry because I still have Overheat. And I'm missing all this investment, and so my attack is nearly 50 less using Overheat, but I'm only using Overheat when it's super effective, and then it just tends to KO. Or I'm using Overheat when Talonflame's defense, when its attack gets way low from like 2 Intimidates or something crazy like that. It's always nice to have Overheat. And it's 130 base power over the 120 of Flare Blitz, and there's no reason to spam it more than once. So I don't care about that special attack drop. As well, it beats things like Ferrothorn even better than Flare Blitz would, because Flare Blitz you would take recoil damage, Iron Barbs damage, plus Rocky Helmet damage. It's useful, just not. I don't want that much recoil, especially because Talonflame surprisingly can live things. I know, it's crazy, but I lived an Excadrill's Rock Slide before, and it just, if it's a neutral hit, Talonflame can still live those. Another reason why I'm not really running Focus Sash on is also because people don't tend to just target down Talonflame right away always, and with this priority Brave Bird and Tailwind, I don't really care about Focus Sash. Plus, Brave Bird, if I do go for that, I break my own Sash, so that's why Terrakion has the Sash and not Talonflame. And Tailwind, yes, because this team needed a Tailwind user, and originally this was Rotom Heat, and Kingdra was a Suicune, and Suicune was the Tailwind center, but when I changed Rotom Heat to Talonflame, Tailwind went over to Talonflame, and it's also got Will-O-Wisp because it's 178 speed, it even outspeeds a max speed Terrakion, so it can burn Salamence's, Terrakion's, Landorus's, Kingdra's, or Bisharp's, Kangaskhan's, that's what I was looking for, and just, it burns things, and it's nice. There's obviously other things I can put instead of Will-O-Wisp, which I've always thought of, but I think Will-O-Wisp is honestly the best, and it's Adamant max attack, just to get the most out of that. Priority Brave Bird, which can do tons of damage, and it's really annoying to opponents, especially because you can Brave Bird and not get Sucker Punched because of priority and whatnot. And 250 speed, right, just to get those fast Will-O-Wisps and Overheats off, and yep, there's no point of investing in bulk. Talonflame's gonna die to hits, and it'll live some hits without investment anyways. Next we have this Lando T, which is completely unfinished, and I'm rarely using him. I'm still super iffy on Lando T. I really wanted a good Choice Scarf, Earthquake, Rock Slide, U-Turn superpower, right, like Lando T. He does what he does for 252 plus 252. The only problem is I don't bring him much, and Earthquake, other than Talonflame, no one levitates past that or is immune to it, but all of these Pokemon have Protect except for Talonflame, I guess, so I can freely go for Earthquakes. Yeah, actually, this entire team, other than Talonflame, Lando T, again, have Protect, which is very nice. But even with Choice Scarf and 252 speed, other Choice Scarfers can still outspeed Lando T, and that's where Lando T really shows that he's not that great when he's up against another Choice Scarfer like a Mamoswine. Then he just gets destroyed. He's useless. But if he does get Earthquake loss, I mean, look at this, 216 attack, a stab Earthquake just does insane amount of damage. So that's just great, I guess. And that U-turn, fast U-turns are nice. Superpower just for extra fighting coverage if I decide not to bring Terrakion. Rock Slide, again, if I decide not to bring Terrakion, he's kind of the alternative, but most of the time I tend to bring Terrakion because I really like Focus Sash Terrakion. It's great. Anyways, I believe that is it. Yeah, and it also Intimidate's nice on him, so I still have him. I was thinking about running a Choice Band bulky set, or maybe an Assault Vest bulky set or something, but I still don't know. I'm running this Choice Scarf for now. Now we're here at our last Pokemon, Bisharp. A Life Orb. It's a very standard set. You probably all have seen this a million times, right? Defiant, Sucker Punch, Iron Head, Protect, Knock Off. 252 with Adamant Nature. Is there really much to say about this? It covers the weaknesses of the team very well, right? I was missing a Dark Steel, and I was like, Bisharp fits well. He's great. I can put a Life Orb on him. He's perfect. And I like Bisharp, right? Defiant is always nice to put a dent in Intimidator's use. I mean, this team isn't really hurt by Intimidate that much. Like, you might think, oh, you have 4 physical attackers right here. Not really. Bisharp benefits from that, so that's 3 Pokemon that already don't care about Intimidate. Talonflame can overheat, and it's mainly using Tailwind and Will-O-Wisp most of the time, so it doesn't really care if its attack is dropped. Now, of course, it can be annoying occasionally if I want to Brave Bird and my attack was lowered. Only Pokemon really that end up being affected that much are Terrakion and Lando T. So I really like this team. We're gonna quickly get into a battle here, and that's just about gonna be it. If you just wanted to see what my team was, then there you go, you saw it. But we're gonna quickly go into a battle here. So yeah. Let's hope I win. I mean, I haven't lost much with this team, but now the pressure's on to win, I guess. Now, oh my god, this guy's got a Mega Salamence team, which always scares me, because Mega Salamances really do screw me over. Thing is, he has no counter to Kingdra, I want to say, other than, of course, Dragon types, but if I can lead Kingdra Talonflame, set up a Tailwind and Protect, Kingdra might be able to destroy. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to honestly try to do that. Now, I kind of want to bring the Venusaur because it beats Trevenant with Sludge Bomb, and it can also beat the Suicune, but it gets destroyed by Salamence and Infernape also, kind of. Not really, I guess. He's got a Gengar as well, which was Bisharp. Actually, Bisharp doesn't do too bad on this team, against this team, right? Knockoff hurts a lot of stuff on his team. Lando T is useless, I think. Lots of flying Pokemon, so Earthquake's useless. Rock Slide actually hurts his team quite a lot, though. I kind of want to bring Venusaur Lando T. Oh, this is really tough. I've actually never had it this tough to choose before. Terrakion doesn't look that great, I guess. I'd rather bring a Lando T over Terrakion. I definitely... Do I even want to bring Venusaur this time, though? I don't know. This is really tough. I'm gonna bring it because it destroys Suicune. And yeah, we have the Kingdra for the Infernape, so I might as well bring the Bisharp then. You know, I'm gonna bring the Bisharp. Bisharp's nice to have, and also if he sends in Salamence when I have my Bisharp in, that'd be good. He actually leads... Okay, I'm scared here, because he might set up a Tailwind of his own, which I could see happening. Okay, now we have to bank on the fact that his Salamence does not run a Tailwind. Oh, do I focus energy here? Because he might D-Dance, but he might also Protect. I really... Oh, this is tough. I'm pretty sure Suicune's going to Tailwind, and my Talonflame's going to Tailwind, so they're going to cancel each other out. But the thing is he going to D-Dance or is he going to Protect? If he protects and we focus energy, he's screwed. But if he D-Dances... That's another story. But because I have my Kingdra in here, I feel like he's going to Protect. To try to get his No, why not just attack? No, because he can't kill me. He'd need to D-dance before he can kill me. And if he does that, I lose. If he protects here, I just fail the chance to get my focus energy. I'm at Draco anyways. I can always get my focus energy up later. Please don't protect. I swear to God, if he protects, I'm really pissed. He didn't protect. He went for the double edge on Talonflame. He's dead. That's great. You know why that's great? Venusaur isn't touched by anything on his team anymore. He actually goes for that Icy Wind. That's great, actually. Oh my goodness, this is great. This can't be any better, actually. Ooh, now what's he gonna send in? I'm tempted to get Venusaur in here, because Venusaur and Kingdra next to each other are just great. And now I'm about to show you the power of this together, what they can do. We're going to Giga Drain that Suicune. Oh, crap. This is why I really liked getting my focus energy up, because now I can't really Draco that Hydreigon because of my special attack drop, and I'm not focus energy to be able to kill it with the Draco. Oh god, that's a problem. He might Draco Kingdra. Draco will not kill him back. I will go first, though. Do I really want to sack off my Kingdra this early? I don't, actually. But, Venusaur can't do anything to Hydreigon. Actually, hold up. Mega Evolve, Sludge Bomb, Hydreigon, Protect. I think this is my best play. Because next turn I can double team the Hydreigon. Oh, I could have got my focus energy up. Oh! I didn't even see that coming at all. Oh my god, no. This is bad. He's gonna... Okay, I know for sure he's going to Draco the Kingdra. That's a given. Is there anything I can do? Oh, I really should have got that focus energy up so I could protect this turn. Oh god, the plays are real. I still believe my best bet is getting rid of that Hydreigon now. Because Bisharp doesn't want to take a Draco. Not at all. It's going to hurt so much. Ah, wow. I really hope that one feature battle I'd have this episode would be a win. I haven't lost yet. I haven't lost. But this is tough. That protects Tailwind. Really got him back in this game. Huh. I'm gonna have to Sludge Bomb Hydreigon and possibly sack Kingdra off to get Bisharp, or sack Bisharp off. I don't want to do this. He actually, he's got Dragon Pulse? He actually doubled into Kingdra. Wow. The great part about this is I can kill him with a Sludge Bomb. But is he gonna protect then? Oh, no. See, if he protects with his Hydreigon, I'm screwed. He might just double up into Kingdra right now. Is he gonna do that, though? I think I'm gonna have to take the risk. Sludge Bomb Hydreigon, it kills him. Now, do I protect or do I focus energy? So if I focus energy and he protects with Hydreigon, I win. But if I protect, next turn he can kill my Kingdra. But judging by the fact that he went for Dragon Pulse, no, there's no way I can live that because that destroyed Bisharp. Crap. I'm gonna hope he predicts that I protect. Please predict that I protect and protect with yourself. Oh, what? Well, I guess, yeah, he predicted that I protected, but he's letting his... Okay, I'm fine with that. That's even better, I guess, yeah, because Hydreigon's dead this turn. Now I don't have to protect next turn. My Tailwind Peter's out. That's bad. But not really. I don't need to outspeed anymore to win. Actually, do I need to outspeed to win now? Because he might close combat Kingdra and that might kill me. Oh god. I think my best play is to set up Leech Seeds. Infernape. And do I Scald Infernape? I'm gonna protect. Is that the right play? Screw it, I'm scalding in front of... I'm so scared he might close combat and kill me. I'm crossing my fingers. Fake out. Oh. Thank God he faked out. I forgot that thing likes to fake out. Icy Wind is completely useless against me. And we win. That's it. That's game. We won. Huh! He won! Yes! Oh my goodness. That is just... couldn't have been better. I can just Draco Meteor here and Giga Drain, and that's a win. That... See, I was in a really tough spot, and I did well. And now I'm about to pull some sentimental crap here. I think I did well because I'm commentating. Honestly, when I commentate to myself, or now that I can actually do it to YouTube, I do so much better. And that's the one feature battle that I'm going to do today. And I hope you guys enjoyed, because honestly, I really enjoyed this. This team is doing great, and I'm starting to try to get teams ready and get better for regionals in Seattle, because I live really near Seattle, like a few minute drive, and this team is so far looking promising. I'm still breeding it. I do need a Kingdra still. I have pretty much the rest of the Pokemon, I believe. Yes, I do. And so, yeah, I'm just still trying to get that Kingdra. So if anyone wants to hit me up with that Kingdra, I don't expect you to. I'm still working on getting it. Don't worry, it's fine. But this team is something that is looking really promising. I really like it. And any suggestions you have, go ahead and leave them. But it's really great, and I really enjoy commentating over this team. And sadly, I can't record videos on BattleSpot because I don't have a capture card for my DS. And yeah, but I enjoyed this team, and this video was a bit longer than I thought, because that going over this team took a while, and that battle was really intense, but it was a good battle. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like. It really helps. And if there's any suggestions you have for me in the future, or anything you want to see, then please comment below and leave suggestions, because I will read them and I will respond and I will take them into account, because I don't get comments right now. But that's all I have to say. Subscribe to see the latest stuff coming from me, and goodbye.